Hi, if you like the video, please remember to subscribe.
Hi, I'm Rob from robandphoto.com, and this is a quick look at the camera on the Samsung Galaxy Nexus Google Android smartphone. Currently being advertised an awful lot on TV in Britain, probably all over the world as well. It's caught the headlines mainly because it uses the new Google Android ice cream sandwich operating system, which gives it some more features. But as I'm a kind of amateur photographer and the site's all about photography, I thought it'd be good to look at the camera because that's one of the most important things to me. I was incredibly excited when I first started using the camera on the Samsung the Galaxy Nexus, or G-Nex as I think I'll refer to it, but then became tinged with a little bit of disappointment afterwards. So it's not quite as brilliant as I thought it would be, mainly because of something that I'll tell you about in a bit. So first off, if you've used Android before, or iOS, or the Windows one, you know you can put icons wherever you like, and you can tap on the camera button and we're straight into the camera. Currently using the front-facing camera, which is up there, which is a what's the spec on that? It's a 1.3 megapixel, roughly 960 by 1280 camera. Great for video conferencing. Quite a sharp little camera, actually. All right. Obviously for taking things like hi, yeah, you can start to see me above the camera now. For taking things like self-portraits or group shots, all that sort of stuff. But all we do is we press this little icon down here, and it will flick round, and we've gone to the camera on the back, which is a 5 megapixel camera, which I know isn't massive. Nice little Olympus camera there. There's my 350D DSLR. But more than adequate for a camera phone. Roughly about creates images about 2592 by 1944 pixels, about 2 megabytes in size. Nice little camera that way. And what was exciting is it's not very wide angle, the camera, but we do have a panorama mode, which I'll show you in a sec. But we've got this beautiful large screen that obviously we can turn around. We've got a digital zoom along the bottom. We can take pictures incredibly fast. Basically all you've got to do is tap that and boom, you've got a picture straight away. And you can in fact, fire away, and you can capture lots and lots of shots. And then if you want to have a look at the shots, you can just tap that back into there, and then we can go back in and we can kind of slide through the shots we've taken. C'est moi. Not looking very good there, but let's go back to the camera. Now on the left hand side down here, if we tap that, we can then choose between camera, movie or panorama. We'll stick with camera for now. We've got the zoom, as I said, we've got there, and then we've got the settings. If we tap this, and we've got the ability to have the flash in auto on or off. We can change the white balance from auto, incandescent, daylight, fluorescent and cloudy. We can do a little bit of exposure compensation to lighten, darken things down, or we can go into scene mode, so auto, action scenes, night scenes. So these are where the camera is going to change the settings suitable. So if we say we're going to be shooting at night, for example, the camera will darken everything down. If we're going to be shooting at sunset, again, it's not going to try and get rid of those lovely colours, but let's take it back to auto. And then at the back, we've then got store location, so we can turn geotagging on and off, and we can choose to reduce the picture size should we wish. So fantastic so far. So let's say we take a picture of this camera. Dunk. There we go. So we've taken a picture. Really, I mean, how fast is that? How brilliant is that? No messing around. And even when you're outside, let's see, in the bright sunshine, I leave my G-Nex on auto screen brightness, but it does brighten up so you can see what's going on. But let's dive in. So here we have the photo, and you might have seen actually. So let's go back. I'm speeding along here. As soon as we've taken the picture, we then have an option to share it with lots of different apps along the bottom. But I'm not going to do that. What we're going to do is I want to show you what you can do when you edit it. This is what really excited me. So if we tap on the picture and then press the little menu button up in the top right hand corner, we then have edit, which you can go into, and then we have all these fantastic options along the bottom. We can crop the photo, we can reduce red eye, we can introduce face glow, we can straighten. Look, we've got a proper straighten tool where you can exactly straighten and crop the picture. I'll just put a jaunty angle on it. We can. What else can we do? We can then go into these kind of effects. We can add warmth. We can go black and white. We can go sepia. We can just go back. We've got negative. We can tint, duotone. We can doodle, so we can draw on it on the thing. You know, sort of. I don't know. You could do writing, couldn't you? That sort of stuff. And we've got the FX, so we've got fantastic things. We've got cross-processing. How good is that? Let's go back. We've got Lomo, nice vignette, funny colours, lovely. We've got, they call it documentary, but again, this is a kind of a old-fashioned black and white. And we can go back. So we can add a vignette should we wish, and we can change the amount of vignette. How good is that? Oh wow! And obviously what you can do is you can apply things. So I've applied a vignette, and now I can go back and I could add some film grain to it as well, make it really grainy. Fantastic. And we can go in and we can do things like bump up the highlights, bump up the shadows, add more contrast, all this sort of stuff, and generally end up with a nice grainy Lomo looking picture that's full of character, which is brilliant, isn't it? And it's all done in camera. And then what we can do is we can then save it, and then it's saved to the edited album. So that's really, really cool. So now what we can do is we can then go back to the edited album in our gallery, which is here, and we can see the picture that I've edited. Yeah, nice. And then what we can then do is we can click on the share button and we can share it with Instagram, Facebook, all that sort of stuff. However, there is a little problem. Although we've got all this fantastic stuff that we've managed to do in camera, if we go in and we check the details of this image, lo and behold, instead of being 252 by 1944 and about a 2 megabyte file, it's gone down to 960 by 1280. And it's about 200 kilobytes. And now, I don't know if there's a way around this, but as far as I can tell is whenever you edit anything using the built-in app for editing, you lose size, you lose resolution for the camera. Now this is fine if you're working on the web, because it doesn't matter, you want small photographs, don't you, for Instagram or Facebook and stuff. But if you want to have full-size images, that's just not good enough. So what you end up doing, if you're me, is you'll take a photograph. Let's go back to one of these, I don't know, one of the Olympus, and we go to click on the share button and we go into Vignette, because Vignette is this super cool app, the paid version anyway, where you can let's add a quick toy camera effect. Let's add a quick frame. Grungy, instant transfer. You can do these really quick things, and when you save that photo, it will save it at full resolution, and you can then share that. Now, the rest of the stuff to do with sharing pictures is brilliant. You might notice here, these are the albums. I've got all my camera shots, but if you click over here, I've got all my Picasa web albums as well. So if you use Google Plus and upload all your photos to the web, they will then, which you can do for free, they will then appear here. So you can then go into them. Now, at this point, you can't then edit them on the phone. You've got to, if you want to share them with another app, you've got to edit them down, and that phone will then download them, and then you can share them with other stuff. But they're all there, and it's brilliant that they're there. Now, I only wanted to make a short video because I just want to show you one more thing that I'll talk about. So let's get back into the camera, and then we have, if we tap on here, the panorama mode, and the panorama mode is great. And all you've got to do is you point the camera where you want to go, press the button, Start turning it, and you can have the camera in portrait or landscape. Press it again. It will now process it as it's trying to do. It's going to take a few seconds. If it's a very wide panorama, it can take a long time. Let's see what happens. It's saving. Dunk. There we go, done. Let's go and have a look at it. For some reason as well, it always seems to put them over to one side, so I'm just going to rotate that to the right. And then we're going to look at it on here. See if you can actually see that properly. And there we go, an instant panorama. How cool, how easy is that? Let's go back to the camera. So there we go. The quality of the camera I think is great. It's better than the HTC Desire, up there with all the other ones. The quality of the effects, and you can use Instagram and Vignette and all this stuff to make your photos as grungy and as low-mo as you want. It's brilliant. The one fly in the ointment is the built-in apps reduced resolution. But if you're not bothered by that, maybe the camera and the phone especially, the G-Nex, is a game changer. It is very, very good indeed, and I'm very, very pleased with it. Look out for some example shots just in a moment. My name's Rob from robnunphoto.com. Thanks for watching.